One of the first ever alien abduction cases was a black man and his wife. I am friends with Barney Hill's granddaughter. She fights in the UFC, Angela Hill. She fights.
Yeah. I've watched her fight.
Yeah. And when she was on the podcast, she didn't even tell me till the podcast was over. She goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, my grandfather is Barney Hill." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Next podcast." It was the first ever, like, widely publicized abduction story. They were driving down a road and there was some light above the car, and then they woke up hours later. I think that's the story. And they had to remember what happened. Like, their brains were somehow scrambled. Separately, they both had the exact same vision of what it was. Now, people are super skeptical about this, and the story was that they were taken aboard this spacecraft. And it was one of the very first stories about these kind of creatures, these small, kind of frail creatures.
So you believe in UFOs? You believe that the government's hiding stuff from us?
I don't disbelieve. I
I
don't disbelieve, but I don't believe.
Listen,
I think it's possible.
Can I give you my opinion?
Yes, please.
I don't believe the universe just chose us to be the only one. Look at these guys. They're so special. They're going to be the only one in existence.
You know what,
And
though?
nobody in trillions of miles away going to be existing but them. Trillions of miles. I mean, from the end of time, there's nobody going to ever exist but us. We're going to handle all this space by ourselves. You believe that?
No, I don't believe
So
that.
10 million miles of space, there's nobody. 1 billion miles of space, there's nobody but us.
I think there's definitely shit visiting us over the course of human history.
Maybe they're our conscious.
How much time before there's regular travel back and forth to Mars? Like a real civilization on Mars?
Well, I think it's going to take a while to build a real civilization. Do we have enough resources on Mars such that if the spaceships from Earth stop coming,
You could survive.
Yeah, you got to have all the things necessary to sustain civilization on Mars. And the reason that the ships from Earth stop coming could be World War III, or it could be due to a slow decline of civilization. So civilization here on Earth could end with a bang or a whimper.
Or natural disasters.
Yeah.
Asteroid impact,
Yeah, that'd
super
be
volcano.
up in the bang category.
Yeah.
But it also could be like a whole series of things. Like, so like what killed the dinosaurs? Well,
Right.
it wasn't just one thing, you know.
Right.
There was like a whole bunch of things happened in a row, and while they could have taken any one of those things, they had like 3 things happen, and no dinosaur.
There's a very famous painting that shows what appears to be men in crafts flying through the sky in the background of an ancient painting. That is so strange. Like,
Yeah,
here
man.
you got Christ being crucified, and then above him, UFOs. Like, is that supposed to be aliens, or is that supposed to be angels? Like,
So
what is that supposed to be?
That's the argument of Miracle of Fatima, let's say. I mean, again, this is so speculative. We have a witness here of, Pilate, but
What is the miracle of Fatima?
God, that's that one that was, considered a real miracle by the church, and the 3 kids were getting messages, I'll get this all wrong, but for like months, that they're going to be visited and to bring people, and bigger groups gathered to where there was over 100,000 people see an event, a mass sighting of something that happened. We're talking people that were religious, people that weren't religious. Some people thought it was religious, that it was a visitation, but other people saw it as technological, like something descended.